What the fuck did we just see? Holy shit, what the fuck did we just see? I said it last week that Kevin Owens, I said a many chance that he will be the WWE Universal Champion, walk out of Raw tonight. He was my third pick. And he is our new WWE Universal Champion. Going into tonight, we did not have a real indication that Kevin Owens will become the Universal Champion tonight. It was probably all heart, but probably like thoughts-wise, you probably thought, oh, it's going to be either Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns. This is the best decision WWE could possibly even do right now at this point. Raw just ended. And those are my first thoughts of Raw. Overall show tonight. Now, a lot of people are going to rate the show high because of Kevin Owens winning. That's great. Oh, it's going to be the best Raws of the year. Prior to that, it was Raw. It wasn't that great. But this main event was fucking good. Kevin Owens winning the WWE Universal Championship is great because it does a lot for Raw, and Raw now could actually be a viable show to watch on Mondays now. This Raw tonight, the 3 hours went by like that, even though there were some points in the show that I thought I did not really agree with. But overall show tonight, I thought it was a solid show. Overall, I thought it was a solid show. Kevin Owens is your new WWE Universal Championship. I can't believe it. The ending of the match shows Roman Reigns spearing Seth Rollins. Out of nowhere, Triple H pedigrees Roman Reigns on the outside, which is already a holy shit moment. Already right there. He puts Rollins in the ring. He's like, yeah, you're gonna do it. Puts Rollins in the ring. Gives him the 1-2-3 pinfall. There were rumors swirling around today very rapidly that Seth Rollins could turn face. And that's what's going to officially happen, guys, because Triple H pedigreed Seth Rollins right after that. Because he threw in, he went to the outside as well with Kevin Owens, threw in Kevin Owens, pretending like he was going to attack Kevin Owens, but he ends up pedigreeing Seth Rollins. I want to call Seth Rollins Roman Reigns for some reason. But he ends up pedigreeing Seth Rollins. And thus, a Seth Rollins face turn is going to happen. And now the number one heel on Raw, other than Triple H, because Triple H is the number one heel now. You know, because he's going to be an on-air character again for Raw. It's going to be apparent. But now the number one man of the company, on the Raw brand at least, is Kevin fucking Owens. Unbelievable night. Great main event. Great psychology in the main event for a lot of things that they did. A lot of near falls. Sometimes Fatal 4-Ways do not live up to the hype, but tonight's Fatal 4-Way definitely lived up to the hype. And I didn't even get to do my intro. I didn't even get to do my fucking intro. Hey, what is up, guys? JD Venom here, part of Venom Nation Wrestling. And this is my Monday Night Raw review. That was the prelude to this actual review. If you guys are new around here, please rate, subscribe, drop a comment, follow me on Twitter, and like the Facebook page, where both links are down below. Tell your friends and tell your family come and join the Venom Nation Wrestling here on YouTube. So, this show, overall tonight, was decent, solid, as I said. Going up to the main event, it was just a regular Raw. Better than last week's Raw, I will say, prior to the main event. But this moment said it put it up there, just because of the moment of Kevin Owens winning the Universal Championship. And back to Kevin Owens in this whole main event thing. I seriously hope, if there's any detractors about this, I seriously hope this does not create a brand new Authority storyline. Authority type of storyline. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's just going to be like Triple H and Kevin Owens. They're like, you know, like Vince McMahon and The Rock, you know, like a ministry. Oh, I'm sorry, no, I was gonna say corporate ministry, like a corporation type of deal. I think that's what we're gonna go with. Stephanie McMahon legitimately didn't know what was going on. Well, in storyline wise, she didn't know what was going on. Mick Foley didn't know what was going on. So there's gonna be some answers that's gonna need to be here come up in the next couple weeks here. So that's gonna build intrigue till next week. They did a great job tonight on intriguement on how they're gonna treat the Seth Rollins face turn. Roman Reigns, in my opinion, he's completely out of the picture now. Maybe he's gonna get his receipts on Triple H, really, but I think the main issue is Seth Rollins and Triple H. Maybe even Roman Reigns and Triple H, or maybe like Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns find a way to be partners, and they have to like find each other, trust each other again. Well, Triple H screwed me, and he screwed you. We need to go get Kevin Owens in the Universal Championship, which I think was gonna happen at Night of Champions, or oh my god, Clash of the Champions. Oh my goodness. It's not Night of Champions no more. It's Clash of the Champions, WCW, right? I believe we may see a triple threat match, because that's the only thing that they can do from this point, is have a triple threat match of Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns, where obviously they're not going to give the title to Kevin Owens with this juncture, with Triple H backing him up if he's only going to be champion for a few weeks. That's not going to happen. So Kevin Owens, he will at least have the Universal Championship at least up to Survivor Series. Maybe even Royal Rumble. We'll see. And, so, yeah. So, it's a very, very good situation that WWE went in. The situation I thought was probably the best of Kevin Owens winning tonight. Because Big Cass didn't make sense. You know, what are you going to do? Have fucking Enzo and Cass feud against each other for the WWE Universal Championship? No one's going to see that. I mean, and plus, Big Cass, he doesn't deserve a Universal Championship as of yet. He doesn't deserve a World Championship. Kevin Owens, like I said last week, I'm not going to say it's like, yeah, I predicted Kevin Owens to win because of this. I said he had a mini chance to win, and that was just me basing off he was just going to find a way to win the match. And that was more of my heart saying it other than my brain. I didn't put the equation of Triple H was going to fucking return in pedigree, you know, both Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. But the fact of the matter is that Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, they do not need to be in this title picture. They don't need the title right now, especially Roman Reigns, especially Seth Rollins. They're gonna be both over, either good reaction, bad reaction. Being over is basically having the crowd to react to you, and Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns is over with the crowd. May not be a good over, like positive over for Roman Reigns, but he's still over with the crowd. If he wasn't over, then no one would cheer for him, or even react to him, I should say. But people react to him, so in the sense he's over. If the fans making noise like, hey, boo, or hey, whatever, you're over. No matter what. A lot of fans get the misconception about what over is. But, the fact of the matter is, I know I'm going all over the place right now, because I literally, it is 10:13 right now as Raw ended. It just went off the fucking air, guys. So I am still like all over the place with this here. But this is going to be great television here for the next up and coming weeks. WWE, they did the reset from the whole Finn Balor thing. They did the reset because Finn Balor got injured. Now they need to build momentum and make the show, Raw at least, a lot more better. Better writing. They have the chance now. Beginning this week. I don't know if anybody from WWE happens to sit through 10 minutes of this video here and sees me talking. Get your heads out of your asses and write these stories well thought out and make sure they make sense. Don't rush this story. Don't try to make a particular wrestler look more weak than another. Make everybody look strong. Even though I know nobody from WWE is watching, but I'm just saying, in hopes maybe someone's like, oh, I like that little Venom Nation Wrestling. Little black guy. Raha. But, nevertheless, though, the only thing I'm worried about Kevin Owens is that, like I said, it could turn into another authority situation. Even though I personally don't think that's what's going to happen. Like a storyline type of situation. But Triple H had to help Kevin Owens win the Universal Championship. Kevin Owens did not win the Universal Championship. So he does look, I don't want to say he looks weak. Obviously he's not weak because he won the title. He doesn't look weak. But usually when guys win titles like that, help from somebody else, it doesn't really work out for them that much. Randy Orton's reign as champion when Triple H helped him. Seth Rollins kind of cashed in Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 31 last year. It wasn't weak. He wasn't really a weak champion, but it was kind of weak. I would say that. Miz cash in, his title reign was a little bit weak. So any type of Money in the Bank cash in or like situations where like a higher official like Triple H helping Reign or win the championship, or now tonight Triple H helping Kevin Owens win the championship, it doesn't go well. But the thing that Kevin Owens has that none of those other guys have, Seth Rollins does, Randy Orton does what he wants to, but definitely Kevin Owens, he can talk. So he can carry feuds by himself with his words, with the way that he speaks. Now, eventually, I definitely want to see Sami Zayn. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Yeah, we've seen it so many times. I don't give a fuck. I do not give a fuck. If it's for the Universal Championship, if it's for the World Championship, that's every right for them to feud again. That's every right for them to feud again. No matter what. Sami Zayn could play off like, yeah, last time I beat you, or last time I wrestled you, I beat you, whether that was for the Universal Championship. I could be Universal Championship champion right now. That's what they could just do for the feud and have Kevin Owens win and just keep building them up. But, like I said, I think he may go to Survivor Series. I can't really see him getting past Royal Rumble. If he does go into WrestleMania as champion, at this point, I can't even have a clue on who he'll be going up against. Seth Rollins, I think they'll be feuding too much already at that point, to where it's like, it'll be kind of lukewarm on it. Roman Reigns, I can't really see, so it's gonna have to be somebody, maybe Sami Zayn, maybe that is maybe he does go on a WrestleMania champion, maybe that is the WrestleMania match of Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, maybe that can happen. I can definitely see that happening, and if that happens, be sure that you heard this first on the Venom Nation Wrestling channel on August 29, 2016. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania 33. I don't know. It could happen. Maybe it will happen. We don't know. We'll see, though. But, I honestly, I don't really, I'll gloss over some of these other things on Raw tonight, but this is the main topic in hand. This championship changing hands of Kevin Owens being the new Universal Championship, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be a pretty good title reign. Just before I get into the rest of Raw here tonight, just want to go ahead and point out that beginning on Wednesday, I will be uploading videos every day here on my channel, on this channel here now. I'll be doing a SmackDown review tomorrow. On Wednesday, if you want to come to my channel for this, great. If not, then that's fine. But I will be recapping some of the latest rumors and news in professional wrestling every day beginning on Wednesday, August the 31st. So wherever rumors or wherever news comes out that time, I will be covering it, be giving my thoughts and opinions on that news, and if it's where to take it as real news or fake news. If it's a rumor, definitely, I'm just gonna say this is a rumor. This is not confirmed or anything, unless I truly believe that in my heart that it is gonna be confirmed. Like for example tonight, like we saw Gargano, Ciampa, and Cedric Alexander in the fucking cruiserweights coming to Raw. They're confirmed to be on the main roster. WWE won't waste their time with these guys if they're not coming up to the main roster. If they're not signed with WWE, they wouldn't put them on their flagship show if they're not fucking signed. a lot of people last week, I was kind of getting messages on Twitter and stuff like, what do you mean WWE signed, there's a, what do you mean WWE, signed those guys, from last week, you know, when I was talking about, you know, like Brian Kendrick, and some of the other guys, like Noam Dar, Rich Swann, you know, like, saying that they are on the main roster, or that they're going to be on the main roster, that they've been signed to WWE. WWE would spend time promoting these guys on the flagship show, on the #1 show that eyes are drawn to every fucking week. They wouldn't do that if they would have not agreed to terms of a contract with those wrestlers. Period. They would not have done that. But nevertheless here, though, let's actually get into the actual Raw review here. I'm gonna be, like I said, I'm gonna be glossing over a lot of this shit here because to me it really didn't matter tonight about most of this shit here, except for the main event. There are some few good things in here that I'll say, oh yeah, that was a good thing, but other than that, most of this shit to me is not really, doesn't matter for tonight. At least for tonight, it doesn't really matter to me. But we start off tonight with Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, and Midcast in the ring with Corey Graves. Corey Graves, you know, asks, you know, how they feel about tonight's match. Dialogue back and forth. Kevin Owens was good on the mic, of course. So was Seth Rollins. Big Cass said some good things to Seth Rollins as well. And Roman Reigns was Roman Reigns. I mean, at this point, it's like whatever with Roman Reigns. But that was a good way to open up the show. They brawl. Roman Reigns looks strong, of course, because he's the huge babyface in that match. And, yeah, fans boo Roman Reigns, so, to end that segment. Next is, Neville versus Chris Jericho, the very first wrestling match of the night. I don't like matches like this. And what I mean by this is that they wrestled a great match. It was a good match. Don't get me wrong. Neville and Chris Jericho wrestled well together. Neville tapped down the lion in the fucking lion tamer, which I popped for. But my question is, what does this do for Chris Jericho for him beating Neville? What does this do for Neville if he beats Chris Jericho? There's no story between them. There's nothing of like Jericho attacking Neville after the match and Neville getting his payback there, and you know, possibly building up a little mini feud for a singles match. Nothing of that nature. It's just Chris Jericho beating Neville. It's like something that you'll see on Ring of Honor. Just like a random wrestling match between great wrestlers, but no story. There's no reason for them to actually, for these guys to even be on the show tonight if they're not gonna like progress or tease or even do anything with the fucking story with these guys. Chris Jericho's place of Jericho is now officially dead, so I am going to miss their little segments. Maybe they'll still tag with each other every now and then, as Kevin Owens being champion. If you get, like, you know, Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, I could definitely see that as a Raw main event next week. Or in a couple weeks from now. Jericho versus Rollins and Reigns. So that'll be something I can definitely see here. But nevertheless, though, Chris Jericho wins. I just didn't like that type of match, because it didn't really do anything for anybody. It's not going to progress anything. It doesn't hurt Neville that he lost. It doesn't help Chris Jericho because he won. It was just a match, that they had to fill in, I guess, time for a 3-hour show. After that match, we saw, Bayley in the back with the New Day. They did their little thing. Hey, we want some Bayley, which I thought was cool. Then we see Luke Gallows, or we see Dana Brooke, actually. I'm sorry. We see Dana Brooke come up, and Dana Brooke, she looks great. God bless her. I mean, her titties are jaloops that she has. She can't talk. And she can't sell, and I'm going to be ranting about that in a moment. But yeah, she was like, hey, you know, whoa. She threatens, like, she's going to go find Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson to, to take out the New Day or whatever. But I thought this segment was good, though. What it did was that you get Bayley involved with the New Day. If you're going to have this match anyway, might as well put a little segment together. This is the type of stuff I like to see. If you're going to have this match anyway, at least make a reason why they're having this match. So makes sense that they did that they did this way. The segment didn't take too long, took like 3 minutes. Fine with it, good segment. After that, we saw I'm not like most men. I'm like most men. Nia Jax versus a local competitor. Nia Jax wins. That's all you need to know. Then after that, we see a vignette from Luke Gallows and Carmen saying that they're not doctors no more. Then pretty much, Jesus Christ, Dana Brooke comes out in a nurse suit and just, I don't even know what the fuck she said, but whatever she says, like, Bailey, like, all that shit. I'm like, oh fuck, Dana Brooke, shut the fuck up, shut up, Jesus Christ. But we come up for it. We have Sami Zayn versus Jinder Mahal, and I'm gonna say this once, I'm gonna say this again, I'm gonna keep saying it every time Jinder Mahal's on TV. He will not win another singles match in 2016. He's not gonna win a match, guys. I don't know why he's on this roster. He's just here to collect the paycheck. WWE says, hey, we need you. We need you for a roster spot. You know, we need you to job. We need you as a job, pretty much. I mean, yeah, that's what we're gonna use you for. You know what I mean? So Sami Zayn beats him with a hula kick, and Sami Zayn wins. So after that, we see the New Day and Bayley versus Dana Brooke and Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, the club. Good match. A couple of notes that I want to take here is that, first and foremost, Dana Brooke, she can't sell for shit. Bayley was going for a drop kick, and for some reason, Dana Brooke, like, she jumped too early, so it made it seem like fucking, like Bayley's force of her drop kick without actually kicking her made fucking Dana Brooke fall down, which was horrible. It was a horrible, horrible early sell time by Dana Brooke. I hated it. And the positive point about this match is that in these matches, in these mixed tag team matches, the women doesn't really get too physical with the men, but we did see Bayley do a drop kick to Carl Anderson in the corner, and also on top of that as well, we did see Bayley get the hot tag. We never see women get the hot tag in wrestling matches ever. We never ever see that. See Bayley getting a hot tag. Or any woman getting a hot tag. So it was pretty cool that Bayley was the one to get the hot tag in that match, and that lets you know what WWE thinks about Bayley. If she was the one to get the hot tag and gets the Bayley to belly suplex to Dana Brooke for the win, that's, you know, WWE, they're behind Bayley, and I'm all for it. So that was good. So after that, we see the most pointless feud in the history of feuds here. Jesus Christ. Now, Mick Foley promised the winner of this series is that they're going to get a title shot. I don't know if it's going to be a Universal title shot or a U.S. title shot. Speaking of U.S., we didn't see the U.S. champion this week, Rusev. That's just one thing I just thought about right now. We did not even see this guy this week. Right? I know he's nursing that rib injury, but I don't know. It'll be good for like a little backstage segment, but at this point, I don't even know who Rusev's gonna be feuding with for the U.S. title. They need to figure that shit out quick because Night Champions is coming around. Clash Champions is coming around very, very soon. But Sheamus versus Cesaro, very good match between these two. I just don't care about the feud itself. They finally have something to fight for now, which it made the feud a little bit better now for this best 7 series. But Sheamus wins after winning with a Texas Clover Leaf on Cesaro after he taps out. I believe that Sheamus is going to go up 3-0, then Cesaro is going to come back and win all 4. Or maybe gets tied 3-3 and Sheamus wins the last match. But if it's for a title shot, yeah, if it's for a title shot, it's gonna be Cesaro. Period. He's winning he's winning the series because there's no face champions. It's not gonna be a face versus face. So if it was a face champion on Raw right now, then singles champion I should say, then Sheamus will win. That'll make sense, right? But no, we only have heel champions. You don't want to see Sheamus versus Kevin Owens. That's not gonna make sense. You don't want to see Sheamus versus Rusev. That's not going to make sense. So they just basically gave away the outcome unless some titles change hands, like the U.S. title changes hands with the face champion. I mean, but other than that, Cesaro's winning the series. So there you go, guys. There's your spoiler right there. Cesaro's going to win this series. Then we have Braun Strowman. I don't know why I do that, but I know it's like, yeah. But when I very first saw it, I thought it was like, Braun. Yeah, but whatever. Yeah, Braun Strowman beats the jobber. Whatever. Alright, coming up after that, we see Titus O'Neil versus Darren Young. Darren Young wins. Doesn't fucking matter. Titus Young. Oh my god. Titus O'Neil. Why am I always getting names backwards? I have no fucking clue why I'm doing this. I think it's because I work 9 hours a day, and I come on and watch a 3-hour Raw, and I'm just spent after that, and I can't think straight. I'm at the end of the day. But Darren Young wins. Titus O'Neil, he gets his heat back in a pointless feud. Now, I'm not even going to fucking round that like how I did last week. But we come with the main event of Kevin Owens, and you know, as I'm starting off with Kevin Owens, right? He's fucking champion. He's fucking champion. So we got Kevin Owens, Big Cass, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. So overall, match was pretty good. It was a pretty good Fatal 4-Way. I usually don't like Fatal 4-Ways because it's kind of clusterfuckish, but they did it in a good way tonight. Big Cass was the first one to get eliminated by Owens after hitting a frog splash from the top rope. So Owens got 2 pinfalls on tonight. That's pretty good. Pretty good for Owens. But yeah, the match didn't really begin until it was 3 guys left. So Owens is looking pretty good in this match. Roman Reigns, he's too Superman punchy. I know it looks cool and stuff, you know, the cut this. My god, my arm's getting hot during that. Holy shit, could start a fucking fire with these twigs. But Roman Reigns, he's too Superman punchy, I think. I honestly think that, I always thought that the Superman punch should have been his finishing maneuver, in my opinion. The spear is more impactful, is more menacing, but how many people have we seen the spear as their special finisher? You know, we got Rhino with the gore, you got Edge with the spear, you got Roman Reigns with the spear as his finisher. Yes, Goldberg did the spear, but that wasn't his finisher, that was his set for the jackhammer. But, and we see too many people that Charlotte does the spear. We've seen too many people with the spear as like a signature move or their finishing maneuver. That is like the most common move in wrestling as your signature or finisher. What do you want your finisher to be? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think of something here, but I know I can do power drivers and, you know, I can't do anything like that. Well, how about you do a spear? Spear? No, the Edge does a spear. Do the spear, Roman. And that's pretty much how the conversation went with Vince at that point. I mean, then Roman just said yes, Vinnie Mac, yes, Vinnie Mac. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. So, but in all seriousness though, great match. We get to, let's go straight to the end. Recap that. I actually told it at the beginning of the video, but I'm gonna recap it here again. Pretty much, Roman Reigns was doing his Superman punches. Kevin Owens. I was kind of worried for Kevin Owens at this point. I was like, man, Roman Reigns is gonna throw him in the ring. He's probably, you know, Kevin Owens is probably gonna try to do a pop-up powerbomb. Then, you know, a spear happens. You know, it's gonna be down to Reigns and Rollins. And no. Reigns, for some reason, tries to go back to Seth Rollins. He spears Seth Rollins. Then Triple H comes out fucking nowhere. I marked out like I was like, holy shit! God is back! God is back! I was marking out like a fucking banshee, yelling about Triple H being back. Pedigrees fucking Roman Reigns. I marked out. He's all like, you're never gonna win, Doug. You pot smoker. 30 days. That was over? Nope. Not over yet. Not over yet for Roman Reigns, because this guy is not gonna be winning the fucking World Championship for a while. But he spears Reigns. I'm sorry, Pedigrees Reigns. Reigns gets thrown in the ring by Triple H. Triple H throws in Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins pins Roman Reigns, and all of a sudden, Triple H, he goes around the ring, goes to Kevin Owens, throws Kevin Owens in the ring. He gets in the corner. I guess he's talking to him about the finish in the corner. He's like, this is gonna be the finish right here. Then pretty much Triple H kicks and pedigrees Seth Rollins, and I think that maybe you think that, I'm thinking kayfabe wise. I'm not thinking like obviously like legit wise or fucking, you know, I'm thinking kayfabe wise. Do you think that Triple H may have pedigreed Seth Rollins because he's been using the pedigree. And maybe Seth Rollins could go back to the curb stomp. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. But I'm just thinking out loud. That'll be pretty cool though on them actually not Triple H bringing that up on one of the reasons why he pedigreed Seth Rollins. But Seth Rollins gets pedigreed. Everyone was shocked. Stephanie McMahon was shocked. Mick Foley was shocked. Kevin Owens was shocked. And he pinned Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins is going to be officially a face, guys, now. Because there's no reason why he should be heel no more at this point. And Seth Rollins gets pinned by Roman Reigns. And I'm sorry, not by Roman Reigns. Oh, God, no. By Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens is your new Universal Champion. Wow, we have a lot. There's a lot of shit that's just, you know what I mean? It's just a lot of shit that can happen with this here. I mean, we're obviously gonna get some answers next week with why Triple H pedigreed Seth Rollins. We're gonna see how the fans receive Seth Rollins being as a face, like the casuals. We're gonna cheer Seth Rollins. Duh. I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about like little fucking Johnny, the 6-year-old who pees in his pants, who says you can't see me, and he lives on, and he fucking sleeps in a fucking race car bed. You know, fucking little Johnny. You know, just there you go. But I wonder, and I just wonder how they're gonna really put this here together. Like, how Stephanie is gonna react to this? How is Mick Foley gonna react to this? You know, how is Kevin Owens gonna react to this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, are they actually gonna be an alliance, or is it just gonna be that one and done thing? It's like, we will have to see how it's gonna be done next week. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be like, you know, Kevin Owens, you know, being like, well, Triple H, he's my master, and I do anything that he says. I love Triple H. I mean, I couldn't win my time without him. I love Triple H. Yeah. I don't want to see that bullshit, okay? Because we've been seeing that many times, that where the head person pulls all the strings and the world champion looks weak. I already talked about that many times here in this review already. But nevertheless, though, guys, fairly decent Raw, and I can't wait for next week. I can't wait for tomorrow for Night on SmackDown. SmackDown, they're gonna have a lot of work. Oh my God! And tomorrow on SmackDown, they're gonna have the Daniel Bryan Miz segment. Oh my God! It's gonna be a tough one tomorrow. It's if Daniel Bryan summit, and I'm highly. I know I talked about this last week with Kevin Owens, like he had a miss chance. But Daniel Bryan, this is a very, 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 very tiny chance. But Daniel Bryan comes out and says that, well, my doctors have cleared me. I can wrestle The Miz for the fucking Intercontinental Championship. I will lose my shit at that point if Daniel Bryan gets to come back and wrestle. But right now, I'm just being a mark right now with me saying that. I'm just hoping that can happen. I'm just being a mark. You know what I mean? I'm not using my head at that time when I said that statement. But that'd be fucking cool, though, if Dan Bryan could come back. But I know about his concussions and his neck and all that shit, so we don't know. But, guys, let me know what you think about this Raw. If I have to give a Raw a rating out of 10, I'm going to have to give it a 7.5 out of 10. There was some stuff on here that I talked about that I did not really like. I was like, yeah. But with Kevin Owens winning the Universal Championship, it did put it up there. One of the best moments of the year, definitely. Possibly, like, definitely a top 3 moment of the year. But as of Raw overall, decent. Decent overall. Because like I said, there's some good stuff on here. But guys, you let me know what you think about this Raw. Go ahead and put your rating out of 10 down below. And I am going to go and get out of here, guys. Please rate, please subscribe, please drop a comment. I'll see you guys tomorrow for my SmackDown review. Peace out.